Hey family, I'm Stephanie Wade. I'm Habasia, helping your brothers and sisters in Africa as well as the Creole Grill test. How y'all doing today? I hope you are doing wonderful wherever you are in the world. I appreciate and love all of you guys. Guys, I've been wanting to do something that I haven't done in a long time, and I hope you enjoy it. But y'all know, y'all can always have this video in increments and still watch all of it. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, if you have not subscribed, please do. It's free. Like, share. Did I say? Give me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what topic you'd like to hear me talk about. Share a story idea with me. Share some concerns with me. I'm welcome to all your positive input. Oh, guys. I hear the birds singing in the background. So beautiful, y'all. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of water. Before I do, I want to give y'all some close-ups of what I'm wearing, because some people want to know, and I'll go back to how I started, y'all. Y'all know my glasses. This is not my newest pair, but it's one in my collection. My earrings, I believe from Ghana, but don't hold me to it, y'all. It's hard to remember exactly where I get some things. This one definitely came from Senegal in a local jewelry shop. It's an Ankh. I really like it. My bracelet from a Houston African Expo, made out of cow horn. And this one made in Ghana, especially for Habasia, made in Ghana. This t-shirt made by a Nigerian born in America, Nnamdi Asmiri. He designed the logo as well as got to create the t-shirt created for me. And I hope y'all can read the back. And otherwise, y'all, I'm just wearing a regular pair of jeans. I felt like representing Habasia today, which is a 501c3 baby organization, grassroots organization. We are definitely in need of funding for our Habasia Food Forest Project in the motherland, Jambanjelly, the Gambia specifically. And the reason why I'm talking about the well is because we got a local well dug last month, really, and they will go down past the water level, so we'll have access to more water just as soon as it's empty. So our land manager is emptying all of the water and watering all of the plants as much as possible until the well is empty, and then the guys will come out, dig it some more, and then it'll be ready to be a permanent installation. Guys, the land manager is such a dedicated person that he's pretty much a Habasia volunteer that just gets a little stipend to encourage him in his doing good for his community. Because he is living in the area, in the community, in that village of Jambangeli, and he volunteered to be the one to manage the land because everybody else lived so far away. He was so dedicated that even before the well, he would ride on his motorbike to get water in a container. I don't know how much the container was. I don't know if it was 10 gallons or 20 gallons or 15 gallons. I don't know, y'all. But he would go wherever he needed to get water and come back to water the plants. Sometimes it took him anywhere from 1 to 2 hours, depending on how far he had to go to get the water. And since the well's been dug, it's like right in the middle of the property, and it's a 20 by 60 property, 3 20 by 20 side by side lots put together. And the well is right in the middle. So now he only has to pull the water up manually. You know, it has like a little string with a little bucket, and he pulls up the water, and he only has to go halfway in each direction to water the plants now. So it's a big time saving as well as energy saving for him and for his gas on that motorbike. That was a lot of hard physical work, y'all. Now it's physical, but not as much, with that well being right in the middle. And we end up getting the local well because that's what our finances could get. Otherwise, we would have had to wait a lot longer to get a borehole dug. I mean, a lot longer. And it's better to start off with water, y'all, than without, because water is an important resource. I'm gonna read a book to you guys that I got a long time ago when I first started Habasia. I actually went to Washington, D.C. to a nonprofit conference. Everybody I met there was actually working for a nonprofit. They even made jokes about me and said that somebody must have spent a lot of money for me to go there. And I said, yeah, I did. Because they didn't have the concept of being invested in an organization. They just knew that they worked for the organization in some capacity. The concept of a grassroots organization where the founder does pretty much everything was new to them. And even when we went to talk to some of the congressmen or senators, they were considering some bill to reduce something for the nonprofits. They used me as an example and say whatever rule they made for the larger nonprofits, whatever rule they would make for the larger nonprofits would apply to the mom and pop NGOs like myself. And when I went to that conference, I found out that a small nonprofit was considered revenues under $5 million a year. And y'all, it was just funny to me because I couldn't imagine even what 5 million looked like. And then I found out that the big nonprofits are actually people that's employed by the organization. They're not founders. They're not working board members. And then when you come to me, it was me, myself, and I with pretty much inactive board members. So I was really, really, really surprised, y'all. And now after all these years, even though Habasi has done lots of small things in a Mother Teresa way, and she said she did small things with great joy, I can say Habasi has done small things with great joy. And hopefully in the future, we can do more things, even with more joy, when we have more people that actually join and become active members in Habasi, whether volunteers or whatever. And guys, the volunteers should start off as somebody who's supportive enough to say, I want to be a patron, you know, for less than a coffee a month. Come on now. You need to make a commitment. And then the volunteers, the next step, after you're approved through the Patron system. I don't have the capacity to do background checks on people and make sure that they're real people, y'all. It freaks me out even when people just put fake pictures up or no pictures up with no name, just a made up whatever for the internet. When we use Patron, at least they have to go through a process where they have to reveal their identity in some way so they can get that membership approved. So they say to get yourself approved, that's to get yourself approved. Otherwise, a donation or any amount through PayPal on our website, the Habasi website, is greatly appreciated any and all times. And we're happy with that. And you'll get your receipt that you can use for your taxes right there on the Habasi website. But anyway, y'all, so I won't be going too long. This is the book that I bought when I was at the nonprofit conference, and they had lots of vendors everywhere. And don't get mad at me because of the illustrations. I did not make this book. But you know what? These illustrations are showing you what it takes for most people to respond and actually donate something to a cause, even though it's a good cause, and they see evidence, lots of evidence that things are happening before they even donate, you know, that things are actively happening. So anyway, the name of the book is called When Wantute Wants Some Water. And this is the author there. And they say Jennifer Sarger, the author, illustrated by Henry Fahn, Jeanette Lowe, and David Rowe. And no, they probably don't look like anything about any of the people that they're illustrating that need this help. But guess what, guys? It's fun. It's successful. It's successful. I bought the book, and I was just starting. How about you? Will you hear my message? Will you answer the call? Will you become one of us? But anyway, just listen. And when I'm done, I'm going to read what this author wrote to me, because she actually took the time when she's signing it to ask a little bit about your NGO and the reason why you were in Washington in the first place at that conference. But anyway, here you go, y'all. Nice illustrations. It's When Wantute Wants Some Water by Jennifer Sarger. Then here's the notation in the front. For Mom, Dad, Rose, Chuck, and Hannah, and for Robert Cormier, whose generosity was without limits. I'm going to show you the illustrations, because hopefully I'll be able to find an illustrator in the Gambia to do a book for me about Cora, what brought me to the Gambia in the first place. When Wantute wants some water, she must rise early from her bed. If she had the choice, she'd go to school instead. When Watunte goes for water, she doesn't go to a kitchen sink. She must walk along a distant brook. It's not easy as you think. And she's saying, I'm tired. I'm tired. When Watunte walks for water, she must carry a big clay pot, although cool against her back. It sure does weigh a lot. My back hurts. When Watunte drinks the water, she can't be sure if it's very clean. There's often dirt inside, or something kind of green. I don't feel so good. When Watunte hikes for water, she often feels afraid of darkened caves and monsters waiting on parade. We need water to cook, cries Watunte's mother. We need water to bathe, her uncle sounds. Mom, we're thirsty, shout Watunte's two brothers. See how important water is? As empty jugs lie all around. Can I go to school too? There's no time, Watunte. We need more water. When Watunte's family wants some water and the pots have all run dry, it's Watunte's job to fill them up so her day goes by. Then one day, as Watunte walks for water and sees girl so weak and tired, she cries out, enough is enough, for she has been inspired. We need to dig a well. We need to dig a well. A well just like we dug in Jambangeli. When Watunte speaks of water, she imagines one central place, a place where the water be clean, nearby without dangers to face. As Watunte plans for water, she calls out to all the nations to buy the tools and all the supplies. She knows they'll need donations because they poor and don't have the money, y'all. Kind of like Habasia. Count us in, says all the people. And we're waiting for them. Do we have enough yet? How about now? Now? When Watunte digs for water, she digs deep into the ground because they're actually digging a well on this one or a borehole. I don't know. She's calling it a well. I know we dug deep into the ground, but it was several young men digging that well manually, y'all. Hooray! I understand the one time we hit hooray! Now when Tunte wants some water, hours a day she can save, like our guy saves at least 1 to 2 hours a day. And that's just with the local well, y'all. Imagine if we had a community well for all of the people to come and be able to get enough water. They couldn't afford their own local well or borehole. Poof! Instead of walking to distant brooks and walking past their scary cave, there's water to cook, cries Watunte's mother. There's water to bathe, her uncle sounds. No one cries out now, I'm thirsty. For there is plenty of water all around. And guys, I know that feeling, even with our small local well. When Watunte wants some water, she still rises early from her bed. Of course, if she has a choice, she'd go to school instead. Now, thanks to the well, and thanks to you, because they was talking about people that bought this book. So one of the people that bought this book was me. She can do both. The end. Guys, I hope that touched your heart. And here's the Well Project little girl, y'all. And that happens lots of places. And I know people say they don't like looking at the pictures, that it's exploited. But look what they did, and they got results, y'all. I don't have the resources to make these books right now similar and put them out, but I promise you when I go to the Gambia, whatever little funding I have, I'm going to look under every space to find myself an illustrator to get my story out about my reason for going to the Gambia, and other books out there about us digging our first well, our local well, with the small funding we had, doing it small, because that's what we had the funding for. All I can say, y'all, is this is what the lady wrote to me. Because at the time, I was in Atlanta or somewhere where I was interacting with the Israelites. So my nickname was Shmula or Shmela. So it was signed Shmurla, or Stephanie. It only takes one person to change the world. Thank you for all you do. I even forgot she wrote that in a book, y'all, until I looked at it last night. So I'll read it again. It only takes one person to change the world. Thanks for all you do. And I'm telling all of you guys in advance who have ears to hear, it only takes one person to change the world. Will it be you? Will it be you? Will it be you? Until next episode, y'all. Gonna be drinking my tea. I was drinking my water earlier and my pear. Gonna fix me a little light food in a minute. But I just had to share this with y'all. Hopefully it'll touch somebody's heart out there. Please share this message with someone. You never know who will be the one person out there who's ready to change the world. Maybe they'll want to change the world through Habasia. Peace, peace, power to the people. And I'm out, y'all. Bye.
Family. You could see now the local well is almost done now. We are now fetching water out from here. But they will be coming and dig a little more. You see? You see? You see? Here is the water. You see? So I stop.
Now dig tema for.
Ah.
Ulerum. Ulerum for.
Ah.